let me start this session or this chapter with gas laws. What is the topic? Gas laws. Right. See, first of all, what is the meaning of gas laws? Meaning of gas laws. We have to know the meaning now before going to watch a web series or before going to watch a movie. It is better to know the meaning of the title. Without understanding the meaning of title, without knowing the meaning of title, your understanding will be incomplete. ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే కొంచెం ట్విస్టీగా ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, అర్థం అవనట్టు ఉంటుంది. సో దట్ మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ గ్యాస్ లాస్. సో ద లాస్ ఆర్ స్టేట్మెంట్స్. మా లాస్ అంటే ఏంటి? ద స్టేట్మెంట్స్ which shows the relation among the measurable properties of gases. See, gas laws, each and every line must be in your notebook. చెప్తూ ఉన్నాను. At some one day, at a later day, I will go through your notebooks. లేకపోతే నేను మళ్ళీ రాపిస్తాను. ఓకే, సో మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ గ్యాస్ లాస్. ద లాస్ which are nothing but statements which shows the relation among the measurable properties of gases. So to understand the gas laws, first of all we have to know which are the measurable properties of gases. Okay, गैस लॉस, आपको गैस लॉस को ठीक से समझना है तो पहले आपको मेजरेबल प्रॉपर्टीज क्या है, यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड द मेजरेबल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ द गैस लॉस. सो विच आर मेजरेबल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ गैसेस? Measurable properties of gases. First of all, mass. Yes, which are the measurable properties of gases? Mass, volume, pressure, temperature. Okay, mass, which is generally denoted by either small m or capital M according to the occasion, according to the situation in the problem. Volume is generally denoted by capital V, pressure P. Okay, temperature capital T, pressure capital P. So these are the denotions. And mass, what is the SI unit of mass? So when we know the measurable properties, it is better to know their SI units also. Okay, their MKS units at least, if it is possible SI units. SI unit of mass is kilogram. Still kilogram is the MKS unit of mass. Kilogram is not the SI unit of mass. So you might have studied the SI units of 7 physical quantities, 3 supplementary physical quantities in the basics of physics. Okay, చెప్పండి. చదవడం కాదు, నేర్చుకోవాలి. ఓకే, सिर्फ पढ़ना नहीं, सीखना. You have to learn it, not just reading. You have to learn the concept. Okay, it's my intention to make you learn, not to just to tell you, not to just to explain you. Right? Okay, anyhow, the SI unit of mass is nothing but mole. Number of moles. What is the SI unit of volume? For volume, there is no SI unit. Generally, we take MKS units. Meter cube. But with meter cube, we do not do experiments. So that instead of meter cube, we generally take decimeter cube, which is equal to 1 liter. 1 decimeter cube is equals to 1 liter. Or otherwise, we take centimeter cube. Okay. What is the relation between meter cube and centimeter cube? Meter cube and centimeter cube, the relation between 1 centimeter cube is equals to 10 to the power of minus 6 meter cube. 1 centimeter cube is equals to 10 to the power of minus 6 meter cube. Next, what is 1 liter? Decimeter cube. Okay, you know very well 1 liter is equals to how many milliliters? How many milliliters? 1000 milliliters. Okay, that is nothing but 1000 cc. 1000 cc. 1 liter is equals to 1000 milliliter. 1000 centimeter cube or nothing but cubic capacitance, cc. Okay, 1000 cc means in terms of meter cube, how much it becomes? 10 to the power of minus 3. See, 1 liter is equals to 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. See, once again, just briefly, what is the meaning of gas laws? The laws are the statements. Laws are nothing but the statements which shows the relation among the measurable properties of gases. Here we have got a new word, measurable properties. Measurable properties. Yes, which are the measurable properties of gases? Mass, volume, pressure, temperature. And now I am explaining you about mass. Okay, the quantity of a substance is called mass. The quantity of a substance is called mass. SI unit of mass is mole, number of moles, which is denoted by small n. Okay, actually after that volume. The space occupied by చెప్పండి, what is the definition of volume? The space occupied by a substance. The space occupied by a substance is called its volume. Okay, you have to refresh the basic definitions which will help you a lot. Okay, the space occupied by a substance is called volume. MKS unit of volume is meter cube or decimeter cube, convenient unit. Its submultiple is decimeter cube or centimeter cube, but most probably we use centimeter cube. But we have to know the relation between centimeter cube and meter cube. 1 centimeter cube is equals to 10 to the power of minus 6 meter cube. మీరు डिराइव చేసి చూడండి. ओके, आप डिराइव करके देख सकते हैं ये जो रिलेशन 1 सेंटीमीटर क्यूब किसके बराबर होता है? 10 टू द पावर ऑफ minus 6 मीटर क्यूब. आफ्टर दैट 1 decimeter cube is equals to 1 liter, which is nothing but 1000 milliliters, which is nothing but 1000 centimeter cube. Then this is 1000 into centimeter na, 1000 into centimeter cube. So 1000 into 10 to the power of minus 6, that becomes 10 to the power of minus 3 meter cube. So note down all these points. Have you already noted down? Very good. Note cheyakapothe cheyandi. Okay. After that, pressure. What is the definition of pressure? These are the measurable properties of gases. Okay, measurable properties of gases. These are the, okay, what is the definition of pressure? Pressure. What is the formula of pressure according to physics, basics of physics? What is the formula of pressure? Force per unit area. Force per unit area. Okay, so in any direction there is no that means irrespective of the angle, force per unit area. Force per unit area is defined as a pressure. That means pressure P is equals to force per unit area. Force per unit. That means what are the units, ma? Generally SI unit for the force is Newton, and for the meter square, for the area is meter square. Newton per meter square. That is equals to 1 Newton per meter square is equals to 1 Pascal. 1 Pascal, PAS, మీరు Pascal అనొచ్చు. That's, you have choice. Okay, 1 Pascal. 1 Pascal is equals to 10 to the power of minus 5 bar. 10 to the power of minus 5 bar. Okay, because of 1 bar is equals to 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. 1 bar is equals to, understand? So that 1 Pascal is equal to 10 to the power of minus 5 bar. Understand? And one more. So these are the SI units of, this is the SI unit of pressure, system of international, okay, pressure. But there are some other units to measure pressure of a gas. There are some other units to measure pressure of a gas. Those units are bars, tars, okay, centimeter, cm of Hg, mm of Hg. So in that way some other units are there. Okay, here 1 cm of Hg or 76 cm of Hg. 76 cm of Hg is equal to 760 mm of Hg. Okay. 1 bar is equals to 1 bar is equals to 1 mm of Hg, 1 mm of Hg. As well as 1 tar is equals to tor antaru, north side dini tor antaru, manamu general ga tar antuntam, TORR. 1 tar also is equals to 1 mm of Hg. Okay, but one more, the most important unit is there. 1 atmosphere. 1 atmosphere. Atmosphere is also one of the most usable units of pressure. 1 atmosphere is equals to 1.01 101.325 Newton meter. Means Newton meter means ma joule. Newton meter means joule. Okay. Okay, anyhow, next these are the units of pressure. Now let us go to the units of temperature. See Nana, why I am explaining you the units of these properties? What should be the reason? What could be the reason behind it? Okay, is it required here to explain the units of properties? Because these are the properties, measurable properties of gases. How do you measure without having units? So definitely one should have knowledge of units also to measure these properties of gases. So it is mandatory to discuss these units of properties. Right now, temperature. Generally, what is the SI unit of temperature? SI unit of temperature? Kelvin. SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. Okay, and you know very well 0 degree Celsius is equals to 273 Kelvin, and most probably we use degree Celsius and Kelvin. Degree Celsius and Kelvin conversions also. Right. 0 degree Celsius is equals to 273 Kelvin. Then 50 degree Celsius, 50 degree Celsius is equals to 273 plus 50 is nothing but 323 Kelvin. That means, so to convert degree Celsius into Kelvin, you have to add 273 to the given value. To convert degree Celsius into Kelvins, you must add 273 to the given value. Please try to understand. To convert Kelvin, okay, to convert Kelvin, what is this is 0 Kelvin is equals to 0 Kelvin is equals to minus 273 degree Celsius. Minus 273 degree Celsius. But 0 Kelvin is generally called absolute temperature. Absolute temperature. Absolute temperature is 0 Kelvin, but it is generally not possible. Generally not possible. Obtaining absolute temperature is generally not possible. But we must have the theoretical knowledge. Okay. So just మీరు చూడండి, it is the number scale. Let us consider 0 degree Celsius. Okay, 0 degree Celsius is 273 Kelvin. Now you are going left side on number scale. Then you are moving with minus. Yes, first of all you will get minus 1, minus 2, like that, minus 10, minus 100, minus 200, minus. Okay, let us imagine here you have got that minus 273 degree Celsius, that is equal to, okay, minus 273 degree Celsius. Convert degree Celsius into Kelvin. Minus 273 plus 273 is equals to 0 Kelvin. 0 Kelvin. While writing Kelvin, don't keep degree, because of degrees are not that means permitted in the SI system. 0 Kelvin. This is 273 Kelvin. Arthamainda? Minus 273 degree Celsius is equals to given value plus 273 kada, minus 273 plus 273, that is equal 0 Kelvin, or 0 Kelvin is equals to, we are going to discuss the pressure of a gas which is filled inside the cylinder. Now in this chapter most probably we learn or we go through the concepts, the gas which is filled inside the cylinder. Okay, the gases which are filled inside the cylinders or vessels or some other stored substances. Okay, so how do gases exert pressure there? How do gases exert? Cheppandi anna, this is a very important concept in this chapter. How do gases exert pressure? How do we measure that pressure? Yes, we have some devices to measure the pressure. We are filling gas in the tubes of the tires, in the bicycle tubes, tricycle tubes, bikes tubes. Okay, gas is filled. Gas is filled in that. That means gas exerting pressure, that pressure only is measured by manometer. Manometer to manaku pressure telustundi. Yes, this much is okay, this much is less, this much is more. The mechanic person is telling us. Avuna kada? So there we are preserving gas, not preserving, generally we are filling gas in a closed tube. In a closed tube. Gas fill చేశాక ట్యూబ్ ని ఏం చేస్తున్నాం, క్లోజ్ చేస్తున్నాం. ఓకే, ఇట్ ఈస్ ఆల్సో, దట్ ఈస్ వై ఐ హ్యావ్ టోల్డ్ స్టోర్డ్ సబ్స్టెన్స్ అన్నా నేను, కొన్ని స్టోర్డ్ సబ్స్టెన్సెస్. ఎస్, వీ హ్యావ్ గ్యాస్ అట్ అవర్ కిచెన్స్, ద కిచెన్స్ ఆఫ్ హోటల్స్, కిచెన్స్ ఆఫ్ రెస్టారెంట్స్, గ్యాస్ సిలిండర్స్ ఉన్నాయి. సో గ్యాసెస్ ఆర్ స్టోర్డ్, గ్యాసెస్ ఆర్ ప్రెజెంట్ ఇన్సైడ్ ద సిలిండర్స్. So how do they express, that means exert pressure? See, always gas molecules are in random motion. Let me explain briefly here. Let us consider a cylindrical form of substance. Yes, gas molecules are filled, that is gas is filled inside the cylinder. Let us consider some X gas is filled inside the cylinder. So generally gas molecules are always in random motion. Gas molecules are always in random motion. Some molecules go like this, some molecules so in this way gas molecules are always in random motion, so that they collide with each other. During their motion they collide with each other. They also collide with the walls of the container. They also collide, each and every molecule collide with the walls of the container, walls of the container. So because of this pressure is generated inside the container. See, gas molecules are always in random motion. While they are moving randomly, they collide with each other. They also collide with the walls of the containers. So this is the reason and responsible for the generation of pressure inside the container. Understand? So this pressure we can measure through manometer. This pressure we can measure through manometer because of this is gaseous pressure. Manometer is measured by manometer. But liquid pressure we measure with sphygmomanometer. Sphygmomanometer. Blood pressure. That is liquid pressure. Okay. So the pressure or force of the air we can measure with anemometer. Anemometer. Okay. The force of the wind. The force of the wind we can measure with the anemometer. The speed of the wind. And here manometer. Whatever the device that is attached to the tube to measure the pressure of the gas which is inside the tube at the mechanical shop, that is manometer. That is called manometer. Okay. Adi manometer nana. So this is pressure. First of all, write pressure. Pressure of a gas. Pressure of a gas. Graphical representation of which law? Already which we are discussing, Boyle's law. Okay. pressure of the gas and volume of the gas, which are inversely proportional to each other. Inversely proportional to each other. Generally, the curve is obtained like this. Take pressure on y-axis, pressure in atmosphere on y-axis. Take volume on volume, maybe decimeter cube. On x-axis, the curve is obtained like this. This is the curve of the curve between pressure of a gas and volume of the gas at constant temperature. At constant temperature. See, temperature is constant throughout this curve. Throughout this curve, temperature is constant. Let us consider this temperature is T1. This temperature T1 అనుకుందాం. Okay? We don't know how much it is. Let us consider this temperature T1. Yes, we have taken another set of values and we have got another curve. Let it be at the T2 temperature. We don't know the values of T1 and T2. Generally, we are plotting the graph by taking the values of pressure on y-axis and values of volume on x-axis. Just plotting the graph. So when we have plotted at T1 temperature, this is the plot is obtained. Curve is obtained. At T2 temperature, it is the curve is obtained. Yes, we have done the same thing with another set of values of pressure and volume at another temperature T3. At another temperature T3. Then we need to decide what is the relation between T1, T2, T3 in terms of less than or greater than or equal. We have to decide the relation between T1, T2 and T3 in terms of less than or in terms of greater than or in terms of is equal to. ఏదో ఒకటి రావాలి కదా relation. Okay? So, if you take like this one, to decide this one, the trick is you have to draw a straight line perpendicular to x-axis. Perpendicular to x-axis. What does it mean, ma? All these points at constant volume. At constant volume. Okay. Now, volume is constant. Volume is constant. Now you have to see the relation between pressure and temperature. Okay. Volume constant at this volume. See, volume, let it be 50 decimeter cube anukundam. 50 decimeter cube. At this volume, at 50 decimeter cube, in the first plot, in the first curve, in the first temperature curve, in the first isotherm, this is the P1 and which is the P2 value, ma? This is P2 and it is okay, కొంచెం డౌన్లో వస్తుందన్న, ఇది P3 అనుకుందాం. దిస్ ఇస్ P3. చూడండి, వాల్యూమ్ ఈజ్ కాన్స్టెంట్ కదా. అట్ కాన్స్టెంట్ వాల్యూమ్ మన వీ హ్యావ్ ఏ ట్రిక్ మా. ట్రిక్ ఏంటంటే అది ఆ పని చేయాలి. యూ హ్యావ్ టు జస్ట్ డ్రా ఏ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ పర్పెండిక్యులర్లీ టు ద ఎక్స్ యాక్సిస్ ఆన్ విచ్ వాల్యూమ్ ఈజ్ క్యాలిబ్రేటెడ్, వాల్యూమ్ ఈజ్ టేకెన్. ఓకే, so that tells you, that suggests you constant volume for the different temperatures. Okay, then you just extend a line towards y axis from the points. The points tell you pressure P1, pressure P2, pressure P3. At constant volume, the point is at constant volume, temperature is directly proportional to pressure. Temperature is directly proportional to pressure. So, if the pressure is less, temperature is also less. If the pressure is more, temperature is also more. So that T1 is less than T2 is less than T3. T1 is less than T2 is less than T3. So, in this graph, every curve is obtained at in this graph, every curve is obtained at constant temperature. The first curve is, okay, we have got the first curve at T1 temperature. Let it be, T1 is less than telindi kada. Let us consider T1 is 50 Kelvin, sorry, T1 is 300 Kelvin anukundam. T2 is 320 Kelvin. T3 is 350 Kelvin. Okay, so the first curve is obtained at 300 Kelvin, every value. Second curve is at 320, third curve is at 350 Kelvin. Understand? So this kind of curves are called the curves which are obtained, the graphs which are obtained at constant temperature. Those are called చెప్పండి isotherms. ఓకే, ఐసోథర్మ్స్ ఆర్ మనం థరం అని నార్త్ లెవెల్లో చెప్పలేమన్నమాట. ఓకే, ద సౌత్ సైడ్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ఈజ్ సమ్వాట్ స్టైలిష్ కంపేర్ టు నార్త్ సైడ్ ఇంగ్లీష్. సో కాబట్టి మనం ఐసోథర్మ్ అంటాం అంతే. నార్త్లో క్లియర్ కట్గా ఐసోథరం అంటారు, ఐసోథరం అంటారు, ఏదో ధరం అన్నట్టుగా థరం అంటారు. సో హియర్ ఐసోథర్మ్, the curves which are obtained at constant temperature, isotherms. The curves which are obtained at constant pressure, isobars. The curves which are obtained at constant volume, isocores. So he was that. So far we have got only isotherms. Okay, so this is about the graphical representation of Boyle's law. And okay, not to be relaxed ma, just within 3 minutes I will tell you, I will draw few more plots between P and V. ఫాస్ట్గా నేను డ్రా చేస్తాను, నేను నోట్ చేసుకోండి. సో దిస్ ఇస్ అనదర్ గ్రాఫ్ బిట్వీన్ P and V. X axis, Y axis, P 1/V, decimeter cube, P is atmosphere or whatever. Okay, so now the plot is like this, the graph is like this. Okay, next another graph between which explains about the Boyle's law. See here, P is P and 1/V. What I have told, P is directly proportional to 1/V. So these two are directly proportional. This is not the V, inverse of V. See, V is inversely proportional ma. V is the villain for the P, but not 1/V. But not 1/V. 1/V is the friend of P only. Friend of P only. So that the graph will be like this. Positive slope. Okay. Next here, see, now I am taking here 1/P and I am taking here V. Then what is the shape of the graph? Straight ఇలా వస్తుందన్న, ఇలా వస్తుందా స్ట్రైట్ అంటే? Is it straight? So the straight line which is going through the original point 0. Okay, next one more graph relates to Boyle's law. Okay, volume P into V. This is the graph. One more graph relates to Boyle's law. So it is P, it is PV, once again constant. So ivanni Boyle's law graphs. These are the graphs of Boyle's law. Not only this is the main graph. This is the main graph on which number of times questions were asked in competitive exams. Okay, and these are the some other forms of graphs of Boyle's law. If you take P and 1/V, the straight line with positive slope which is going through origin, these two are the same. If you take PV and V, constant. Okay, so volume V is constant. What does it mean? PVV. PV and V. You are plotting the graph between product of P and V and V. So like this comes. What does it mean, ma? When PV is constant, when PV is for at any volume PV is constant. What is the meaning of this line? At any volume from the beginning to end. At any volume. Beginning అయితే తీసుకోలేం కదా, beginning we do not take. Okay, at any volume P and V is constant. P and V is constant. Here at any pressure P and V is constant. This is the meaning. Okay, so here PV graph is parallel to x-axis. PV graph is parallel to x-axis. Yes. So today we have completed Boyle's law, and టుమారో దిస్ టాపిక్ విల్ బి కంటిన్యూడ్ విత్ చార్లెస్ లా ఆర్ చార్ల్స్ లా, రైట్.